Hello guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Esther. Today's tutorial will be showing us how to achieve cape. This cape, this style was worn by Prudent Gabriel. She wore it to Vicky James' wedding. So you'll be needing your off-shoulder round measurement for this. Then the length will be 10 inches. That's the length you'll be cutting for this. So let's go straight to the cutting. So now this, from the starting point, from the beginning of this pattern paper, I mark 3 inches down. I mark 3 inches down. Remember, we'll be needing our round off shoulder measurement for this. So my round off shoulder measurement is 44. Then I'll be adding 1/2 inch for seam allowance. 44 divided by 4 is 11. Then I'll be adding 1/2 inch allowance for this. Then from this point, this line that I'll mark, I'll mark the length, which is 10. Then I'll go ahead and mark my 11. I will connect the points like this, and then I'll cut it out. So this is what we're having after cutting it out. The next thing we are going to be doing here is to mark our neck width. I'll be using 3 1/4 width and 3 1/4 depth for the front. Then I'll go ahead and connect it. When you are cutting it, make sure that your fabric is on fold. But I'm using a pattern paper and my pattern paper is small, so I'll cut it single piece. When I'm cutting it on my fabric, it will be on fold. Now I'll go ahead and mark my shoulder measurement. Shoulder divided by 2, I'll mark it there. Then I'll mark the height of that sharp edge that is on the style. I mark from the 3 inches I line, I mark upwards with 2 inches. But at the end of the day, when I finished everything, I realized that it was too long. So it's better you use 1 inch or 1.5. So I'll connect it to my shoulder point as you saw me doing. Then I'll go ahead, the sweetheart neckline, I will mark from that shoulder line 8 inches downward, and then I will connect from the center front to the 8 inches and to the side to get my sweetheart neckline, and then I will go ahead and cut it out. Now when I'm cutting it, I will go ahead and mark the back neck depth. I'll be using 1.5 for my back neck depth. Remember, the front is 3 1/4, while the back is 1.5 for the depth. The front is 3 1/4 because I don't want it to be too tight on my neck. It's a high neck though, so I don't want it to be too tight. Then I'll go ahead and cut it out. Now I will go ahead and cut this on my fabric. And this is the fabric that I'll be using for this. This is just for the sake of tutorial. Our own was the beaded it. I'm not going to bead this, it's just for the tutorial sake. Now I've when you are making this, you will need a hard gum stay, a very hard gum stay, or you can even use a collar stay or a chest gum. If you go to the market, you ask for a chest gum, they will give you. Now I will fold the fabric into 2, then fold it into 4 this way, and then I will place my pattern paper on it like this. First of all, you cut the back first, and you are going to be cutting the front you cut 2 pieces, the back you cut 2 pieces for your allowance. That my sweetheart neckline, I'm not going to add any allowance to it. The only place I'll be adding allowance here is my shoulder line for joining allowance. But if you want to add allowance for that sweetheart neckline area, you can still go ahead and add it, but for me it was long enough, so I didn't want to add any allowance on that area. But the shoulder line, I added 1/2 inch allowance. Now this is the back. I've cut 2 pieces for it. I'll go ahead and cut out the front neck line. on the pattern paper and then cut it out on my fabric like so. I will also cut two of it. I'll cut two for the front, cut two for the back. Then the back, I will go ahead and slash it open. Everything was equal, both front and back was equal. The only place that was different was the neckline, but everything is equal. Now I'll go ahead and slash the back open like this, as if we are putting a zipper. I'll slash it open, meaning I'll be having 4 pieces for the back and 2 for the front. And here we are, the 2 pieces for my front. I will pick one and pick the one for the back as well. Place it like this. I'll go ahead and join it on the shoulder line and on the side using my 1/2 inch allowance. I would also do the same with the lining. I'll pick one to serve as the main fabric and one to serve as the lining. So I'll go ahead and close them on the shoulder line and on the side only and bring it. And this is what we are having. So I'll go ahead and trim off the excess on my seam line. I'll trim them off, then notch them round. Trim everything and notch them. Notch the cuff areas. Now I will take it to my machine again and use my lining to turn the neckline. I will put them together like this and sew it on the neckline, sew it on the shoulder line, sew it on the hemline. I'm going to be closing every part of it. I will sew every part of it close. And this is what we are having. I will trim off the excesses and then go ahead and notch all the curve area, and this is what we'll be having. Now as it is like this, no place is open, everywhere is closed, there's no way to turn it out. So I will go ahead and arrange it this way so that I will know where to open and bring it out. I don't want to open the shoulder part, so I will place it like this place, that is the shoulder, and the shoulder part, I'll go ahead and open it on the down part like this. Make an opening there like 2 to 3 inches, like 2 to 3 inches opening, so that you'll be able to turn everything inside out. Now as it is, I'll go ahead and turn it inside out. Notch all the sharp edges so that when you turn everything will be pointed. That is the beauty of this cape, those pointed area. So make sure you turn them, and this is what we're having. Use your scissors or your turner to push every point out. Make sure every point is pushed out sharp, is pointed. Now I'll go ahead and push the lining inside. The lining part, you push it back inside and push the pointed part to align with the main fabric. And this is what we'll be having. Make sure you adjust everything. This is all we are having. Now I'll go ahead and iron everything flat. Take your time to iron it flat. Go ahead and iron everything flat. Now the back, we're not going to be leaving the back open like that. You can go ahead and put a loop when you're closing it. You put loops there for your lacing, but I will be using my eyelet for it. For the sake of this tutorial, I will be using eyelet for my own. So let me first of all iron it out. Then I'll come and show us how to place the eyelet. Now I've gone ahead to iron mine. Then I've marked where I want to put my eyelet. I gave a 1 inch gap for the eyelet. So I'm using my soldering iron to punch it so that I will be able to pass my eyelet easily and everything will just be neat. So I plugged the soldering iron and it's very hot. It's just piercing it so easily. Go ahead and pierce everything. Please, if you've not subscribed, go ahead and click on the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell to get notified whenever I upload a new video. And give this video a thumbs up if you find it interesting. Thank you. Now this is what we are having after piercing it with my soldering iron, the holes for my eyelet. Now I will go ahead and insert all the eyelets on the holes. Please don't forget to subscribe. And this is how it will look like. So I'll go ahead and do the same with all of them, all the holes, and bring it. And this is how it's looking like after putting my eyelet. Now I'll be using these strips of wires as the lacing to lacing it at the back. And this is what we are having. Isn't this beautiful? This is what we are having. Now if you don't want to use the eyelet, you can also you can, let's say this is the back, you will not cut the back open, you just mark from your neckline down with 4 inches, open it there and put a loop. That means you'll be putting a facing on that particular side. Put a loop there for a button if you don't want to put lace it like this. So this is what we are having. I will put it on my mannequin so you see how it looks like. This is what we are having. So thank you so much, guys. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. If you are a returning subscriber, you're welcome back. Thank you so much. I love you all, guys. Bye. See you on my next video.